Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be testing out the brand new Otis star power, which has finally came into the game. We've been waiting so long for this star power to come out because Otis has just been absolutely terrible. So as you can see, you get 33% more ink drops per ammo, so this should make Otis somewhat viable or maybe even OP. So before we jump into it, make sure you're using a creator code. That'd be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. All right, guys, so jumping into the first game, testing out this brand new star power. So from just the get-go, this star power has to be the better one. So the main reason being is because if you supered an opponent beforehand, you only really had like 9 shots per free ammo, if you get what I mean. Well, yeah, per free ammo, so you couldn't really recharge your super. It takes 12 hits to recharge your super, so even if he was in someone's face, literally a tank, you couldn't even recharge your super, which is kind of crazy because with most brawlers you can recharge your super quite easily. If you shoot the same brawler like a couple of times when you're in their face, you're going to recharge your super, right? But Otis couldn't do that unless he had 4 pieces of ammo, which with his moderate kind of reload speed, it wasn't that plausible. But now you have a good amount of damage that you can put out on the enemy pretty quickly with his super, so I feel like it's got to be pretty nice. So I'm going to pop the super there. Kind of missed that one, which was a big rip, but it's definitely going to help in his 1v1 department. Another big thing that I really liked is when you actually super an opponent, you really couldn't finish them off. It was so weak, he really didn't do any type of damage, so just having that increased DPS is really going to help him out in the long run. So nearly get taken out pretty much straight away, but we haven't really got close to an opponent with a super to take them down. It's been a bit messy. This squeak has just been absolutely tearing us one, so we need to try and stop that then. So we can pop our gadget here. So this gadget's probably better on sneaky. Probably as time goes on, the other gadget might be better just because it allows you to not waste your super. You can just throw it out pretty much anywhere and you're going to get value with it. So it looks like we're finally, after 1 minute 30, going to get control of the grass, which is what you love to see. So now you should be able to see some good burst potential from Otis. Let's see how powerful this one is. We're going to super the Gale right here, and look at that takedown. That is such a fast takedown in comparison to before. I can already feel Otis being pretty strong. I don't know if I would say OP just yet, but it might be borderline in it. I know since he came out, I knew since the star power come out, it'd make him literally 10 times the better brawler. Main reason being because it just increases so much DPS, and it's what Otis really likes. So I'm going to miss my super right there, but you can just see I'm absolutely shredding him here. Let's see if we can take him down. Dennis with a nice takedown as well, and that should be the goal right there. So although I'm not really playing the best Otis, I haven't really played much Otis since his release because he's just been absolutely terrible. I think now it's probably time to practice him because I feel like he's going to be somewhat viable, especially when it comes to gem grab, when it comes to Brawl as well. They're probably going to be the 2 best game modes for him. I don't feel like he's going to be like completely OP and knockout, just because there's probably better supers out there than his. Also as well, like heist, I don't think he's going to be heist just because he hasn't really got still like the highest DPS, but we'll have to wait and see how he kind of develops with all these different metas. So we're getting close to our super here in overtime. Looks like I'm going to get stuck here by the squeak. Dennis has got super, so he should be looking to try and score here. I'm just going to try and heal up as much as possible. We've got a Rico pretty low, but I'm going to super right here just to make sure that we can score that. So that's going to be the first game right there. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the next game then. So we've got 2 assassins slash tanks against us. We should be able to do absolute work against these guys because Otis, of course, is going to counter those brawlers the hardest. So I'm going to absolutely love playing against this. Boom. Let me know what you think of his star power if you've already got it unlocked. I know not really a lot of you guys will have it unlocked straight away just because star powers are pretty hard to get. Trust me, I know on my free-to-play account I just can't get star powers to save my life. Literally, I've opened so many boxes and I just can't seem to get them. So you can see here, Otis can still take me out. It's still going to take me some time to recharge my super, which is going to be a big pain. If in the future Otis gets any type of supercharge rate buff, like, he's going to be incredibly broken. I know that for sure. So I feel like that's one thing that shouldn't change whatsoever, is how quick you get his super because of how broken it can be. So I'm going to pop my gadget right there in case I miss my super. I have switched gadgets now just because I feel like I want to make sure that I don't waste my supers. You can see here, didn't really get a chance to recharge my super again, which is kind of nice. As I say, I don't really want that feature being too broken. It's going to be a little bit too toxic, but overall, I'm really liking Otis so far. I don't think he's like completely broken, but he is pretty nice. So you can see that I do manage to take down Otis basically on my own, which is a big change again. Like, I felt like if I was actually super an opponent, I'll probably be much weaker because they could still just run into my face, tank everything, and probably take me down, especially like a Bull, for example. they could definitely do that. So looking to try and just run it into one of these guys' faces so I can just super them and recharge it again. So we're going to super this ball. Let's try spam auto aim as much as possible. We actually only recharged it halfway, so not really the best recharge right there. But he's going to charge it, and we've got to get close to our super hits to try and stop the Mortis. We can get him down. Let's see. Now we're kind of waiting for the reload. Wow, that was super close. So you can see I'm not really guaranteed to kill every single time, which is pretty nice to see. We're getting close to our super again already. Okay, this is definitely the Otis that I was wanting to see when he was first released. At least a little bit of power in him. Like, I don't want brawlers to be broken on release, don't get me wrong, but I don't want them to be really weak either, because what's the fun in that? You get a brand new brawler and then they're completely trash. So we're going to super the Mortis right here. He's going to be completely useless, and just a ball remaining. We should be able to score here because the ball has no ammo. We kind of charges back a little bit. It's too showboating because we're able to just score that hit. So that should be the game wrapped up right there. Really liking the feel of Otis at the moment. He feels like the brawler that should have came out when upon release. So that is going to be the next game right there. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into probably the last game here. So didn't want to do too many games, just going through the star power, because I feel like it's going to be a little bit repetitive. Like, you guys seem to lose a little bit of interest when I do these commentary type videos, but when something new comes out like this, like a star power, like a gadget, I've got to just do my first immediate thoughts, because you guys really like to see like how it is impacted on the meta straight away. But I probably will do a video tomorrow when I've tried out Otis even more and give you guys more of a deeper reflection on whether he's actually meta. But for now, I want to test it out and see whether he even feels a little bit stronger. So Gale, he's going to get taken down here. So that Mortis, he's sneaking, but this should be a goal. I'm going to just super the Mortis, and yeah, that, okay, what it was, just somehow getting his super in time. That is big rip. Probably going to get taken down here. Somehow I'm able to finish him off. So imagine with the damage gate as well, with the increased DPS, I feel like he's definitely going to be at least like a little bit good in those 1v1 scenarios. So now in Brawl, you want to push the ball up as much as possible, because you're able to super the opponents. They're not able to kind of get the ball away because they've got no ammo or anything to shoot it away. So that's going to be another game. Let's jump into the last one. Alright, guys, so jumping into that final game then. So just testing that out, Otis, away from the recording as well. Probably played like 10 more games, and to be honest, we've lost quite a few, just because even against tanks, like, he doesn't completely hard counter. And to be honest, I'd rather have like a Tara or a Gale when I'm facing off against tanks rather than Otis. Like, he doesn't like hard counter loads of them. Like, think of a Gale, he can just push his super against a wall and they're not going to do anything against that to kind of counter that. Whilst as for an Otis, you haven't really got DPS to finish them off still, and like, you can still get overwhelmed by a lot of tanks. Whereas if you go a different tank counter, you're not going to get overwhelmed. But maybe in the 1v1 scenarios is where Otis excels. So we're going to super the Tara right there, so at least other brawlers can help you as well when they don't have, well, when they're marked with a super. But just overall, I feel like it's a little bit too frustrating to try and get the most value out of it. So that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.